6:30.
Two.
I always want to jump at an hour. I don't know what the problem is. All right, I think we're live. All right, this is Marymount Council meeting, January the 25th at 6:32. On roll call, Mr. Bartlett.
Here.
Mrs. Graves.
Here.
Dr. Lewis. Dr. Lewis. Marcy, you're on mute.
Unmute. I'm here.
Got it. Okay, Ms. Palazzolo.
Here.
Rankin.
Here.
Mr. Stelzer. Joe, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Here.
Okay. All right. Before we begin here tonight, I want to take just a minute or two to remember Joe Stoner, who passed this past Friday. Joe was a former member of MPF, longtime trustee. He was also a past president of MPF. I know not everybody would know, maybe recognize Joe on sight, but I'm certain that there's probably not a resident in this village that has not seen one of his photographs. I mean, they adorn the cover of the Marymount directory and other places. He was a great amateur photographer. He really loved this village. He really knew the history of the village. He was a great member of MPF and a great member of this community. And I would just like to, recognize that. And we're going to miss Joe. Really going to miss him.
Riley loved him. We'd see him on walks at night because Joe would walk really late at night like we do too. And Riley loved him.
He was a great guy, a great guy. All right. Well, we have a little activity here tonight. In a minute, I'm going to turn the camera around so that y'all can see, but we have our newest member of the Marymount Police Force is with us tonight, and he's a frisky boy. And I'm going to be swearing him in here. 1 second. So let's turn this around.
Oh my God.
Can you see it there?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's in the top. Yeah.
Watch out.
So
Doesn't
handsome.
like mayors.
Okay. Okay. Can everybody see? I hope. Good doggy. I, Matthew Kurtz, and K9 Dasty, do hereby swear to uphold the Constitution and laws of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the state of Ohio, and the ordinances of the village of Marymount, to perform the duties of police officers to the best of my ability and to help serve God. Yes, I do. Yes, you do. Any comments? Any comments?
I want Daxie to put his paw up.
Good job.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at, oh, what?
Oh,
That's some good training there.
Okay, and then you turn around.
Good job. Good job. What do you smell a cat? You smell a cat? Yeah, I bet you do, don't you? All right, that was exciting. Newest member of the Marymount Police Force.
That was exciting.
Yeah, Chief's going to give you just a little history of the dog, how we got the dog, what kind of dog.
Yeah, we're very, very excited to have Dasty and Matt. Obviously, Matt's been with us for a while, and to have Dasty and Matt back on the force. They've had 16 grueling weeks of training in the Cincinnati Police K9 Academy and graduated near the top of that class. So we're proud of them. And just a little history as far as how Dasty got here. Obviously, it wouldn't have happened if we hadn't had some help from the Matt Haverkamp Foundation. Bought Dasty for us, which it's very expensive to buy a police dog, and that was paid for through a grant through the Haverkamp Foundation, and was funded 100%. The vet services are going to be taken care of for us for free by Dr. Hill at Pet Care Animal Hospital. We've had several donations and several commitments from area businesses that are excited about us having the K-9 program, and they've committed to donating money to help fund the program. And we've had several residents already that have dropped off checks and are excited about Dasty being here. So without that, we couldn't have made this happen. This is a program that's funding itself, and we're excited about it because Dasty's going to be a great PR tool for the community. Amberley Village came over with their dog the last couple of years at our police night out, and prior to that, the air care was the highlight of the evening, but the K-9 presentations became definitely the highlight. The community loved it, and so Matt and Dasty will be doing that for us when we can get together again and have a police night out. And then obviously when we need a tracking situation done, Dasty's here for that, and also for drug suppression on traffic stops and so on and so forth. So just a great opportunity for the village, great opportunity for the police department. We're very excited about it, and we know that Matt and Dasty will do a great job and make us proud. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chief. As we said, this was sort of the official swearing in right now, so he actually now is an actual sworn police officer, and he can go on duty. But when the weather breaks, like the chief said, we can, introduce the dog in a broader sense to the public. I think it'll be really fantastic for us. All right.
Just don't keep treats in your pocket.
Gorgeous dog, gorgeous dog. All right, moving on to the minutes. Everybody's seen a copy of the minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions, any changes to be made? Rob? No? All good. All right, I need a motion and a second to accept the minutes.
So moved.
Rob's got the second. Mr. Bartlett?
Aye.
Mrs. Graves?
Aye.
Dr. Lewis?
Aye.
Ms. Palazzolo?
Aye.
Ms. Rankin?
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer?
Aye.
Turn it up. Okay. All right, that takes care of the minutes. Well, that was both minutes, the permanent improvement minutes as well. Everybody, I guess, I'm assuming everybody was good for improvements too.
Do we need a second?
Well, they were sort of combined.
Okay.
If anybody's got any questions or changes, yeah, I'll handle it separately.
Okay.
Okay. All right, communications, you've all seen we had, some end of year reports this time. A lot of work was done on some of these reports. Any questions, anything regarding this? Obviously, you see the department heads. Tim's report on the fire, fairly comprehensive. You can look through, like I said, any changes you want to make, any questions, contact them. All right, Tony, do we have anyone that wishes to address council? You're on mute too, by the way. Tony?
He's like,
We have no attendees tonight,
No attendees, no questions tonight.
only panelists.
Only panelists, all right. Well, then we'll proceed with paying the bills. Any questions regarding the bills? Everybody look.
I had a question mark on mine, but I have to find them because they're buried in all these reports. Okay.
Go ahead, take a minute. You want to look them over?
Okay, so it's Maggie. I have a quick question, only just because I think this has come up before and I don't remember the answer. Why are we paying long distance services? Not that it's that much money. I'm just curious how in the world we're paying long distance services.
where are you, Maggie?
I'm on the regular bill, the vouchers for regular council meeting, January 27th. It's about halfway
Okay.
down. It's only $49.
Okay, CBTS.
Yeah, it's just Cincinnati Bell where I was like, what? I mean, not that it's that much of a cost savings. It just shocks me that somebody's paying for long distance these days.
Well,
Pay for it.
I wonder if that's a descriptor, if that actually is something else. on the bill that that's just a descriptor, but I'd be curious as well.
I mean, if we're using a true landline, it's been so long for me, I don't know. But if we are using, I don't know who we have for our internet service, but if we have internet service, a digital phone would get rid of any charges like that.
Well, we do have a landline? Yeah, we do have a landline.
Okay, and that's, so we're paying, so our package doesn't include long distance?
Apparently not. I don't know. To be honest with you, we'd have to look at the breakdown of the bill to see how it's,
Okay.
you know, I mean, it's just,
I mean, it's not a lot of money. I'm just curious.
yeah, okay, okay.
It's just probably worth looking at the service that we have set up with them. I imagine you could probably look to, you know, some other maybe potential platform or different bundle that
Yeah.
might have that included.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, we have to go over the bill. Just don't really have
Bill,
that.
just look at the bill.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently Eli, I think probably,
You know what? I will follow up with her, and that way you guys don't have to worry about it because it's not really worth your time doing that. I'll do it.
so do I have a motion and a second then to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Mr. Bartlett? Aye. Mrs. Graves?
You got it.
How you did? I'm not sure I heard you. I'm assuming I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Dr. Lewis?
Aye.
Palzolo?
I
Rankin?
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer?
Aye.
All right, we'll pay the bills. Moving on to reports.
Yeah, the first report from the Rules and Law regarding residency requirements for several village positions. The committee discussed removing the residency requirement for the positions of police chief, street commissioner, and administrator. Our code book states these positions must either be staffed by village residents or, in the case of the police chief, that person hired must become a village resident in a specified amount of time. The committee agreed that in all cases, we would be better served by a non-resident who has the expertise to do the job best, whether that is a resident or not. The committee unanimously recommends that the residency requirement to be dropped for the positions of police chief, street commissioner, and administrator. The suggested changes in wording are attached as an addendum. The committee recommends that the solicitor prepare the necessary legislation. Respectively submitted and signed by Maggie Palzolo, Chairman, Marcy Lewis, and Rob Bartlett.
Okay, you've heard the report. I need a motion and a second to accept the report.
so moved.
Second.
Mr. Bartlett? Aye. Mrs. Graves?
Aye.
Dr. Lewis?
Aye.
Palzolo?
Aye.
Rankin?
Aye.
Stelzer?
Aye.
All right, any discussion regarding this?
Hey, Bill, I will just tell you, Maggie and I exchanged emails on this, and I think this is fine to do this, but the code sections themselves do say that they should be residents of the village unless village council would otherwise determine by ordinance or by agreement of legislative action. So you don't really need it, I don't think, but I'm more than happy to go ahead and do it anyway, okay?
Okay.
I
Well,
think, again, hey, Ed, so, because we have other spots where we have put it in, so it would be inconsistent for us. So
That's
like,
fine.
for fiscal officer, we've got in there, it doesn't have to be, and so I think if we're gonna do it in one place, we should have it consistent across all of them, is the thing.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're trying to clean house before we recodify it all.
I understand. Okay, I'll get it done. Thank you.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
yeah, I think we'll take that off the agenda now.
Yes, please.
All right. I get it out for next meeting.
All right, Tony?
All right, from the Finance Committee regarding purchase for Police Department. The Finance Committee met on Thursday, January 21st, 2021 at 2:00 p.m. via video to discuss purchase requests from the Police Department. Present at the meeting were Finance Committee Chair Rob Bartlett, Finance Committee members Kelly Rankin and Joe Stelzer, Mayor Bill Brown, and Police Chief Rick Hines. The Finance Committee reviewed the purchase request submitted by the Police Department as part of the permanent improvement budget process for 2021. The Police Department is requesting a new police car with the necessary additional equipment. We delayed this purchase in 2020 due to COVID. The cost of the new car plus all of the additional equipment and graphics is not to exceed $45,000. The car will be purchased from Lebanon Ford. The equipment will be purchased from Cincinnati Safety Upfitters. The graphics will be purchased from A&A Safety. The equipment is being purchased via the state contract, which ensures we are getting the same low price from all dealers. Chief Hines will handle selling either the oldest police car or the fire department's car, and the money will be returned to the village. This request by the police department for a police car was included in the approved permanent improvement budget for 2021 at $45,000. The Finance Committee recommends going forward with this spending request and to use the money budgeted in the permanent improvement fund. Respectively submitted and signed by Rob Bartlett, Chairman, Kelly Rankin, and Joe Stelzer.
All right. You've heard the report. I need a motion and a second to accept the report.
So moved.
Second.
Second. All right. Any discussion? Discussion. I think we've got the resolutions that we're going to pass later that are going to authorize the money for this. I think it's fairly straightforward. All right, on roll call, Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Delzolo.
Aye.
Ms. Rankin,
Aye.
Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, we'll accept that. All right, I think that was, we don't have any more reports, do we?
One more report from the Finance Committee regarding purchases for fire department and tennis. Finance Committee met on Friday, January 15th, 2021 at 2:00 p.m. via video to discuss purchase requests from the fire department and the tennis association. Present at the meeting were Finance Committee Chair Rob Bartlett, Finance Committee members Kelly Rankin and Joe Stelzer, Mayor Bill Brown, and Assistant Fire Chief Tim Feitner. The Finance Committee reviewed the purchase request submitted by the fire department as part of the permanent improvement budget process for 2021. The fire department is requesting 5 new sets of turnout gear. The cost of the 5 new sets of turnout gear is not to exceed $17,500. They will be purchased from Phoenix Safety Outfitters. The equipment is being purchased via the state contract, which ensures we are getting the same low price from all dealers. The Tennis Association is requesting improvements to the tennis shed. Currently the water cannot be turned on in the shed until May due to the pipes potentially freezing, which has occurred in the past. Also, the bathrooms need to be renovated, and the Tennis Association is proposing to add more storage space inside the shed. The Tennis Association has raised $10,000 in private funds for these renovations. The total cost of the project is not to exceed $30,000. The Tennis Association will reimburse the village once the project is completed. Trick Custom Construction LLC will do the work and can begin in mid-February. The bathroom should be available by early March for the start of Marymount varsity boys tennis team. Girls tennis is in the fall. Both projects were included in the permanent improvement budget for 2021. The 5 sets of turnout gear were budgeted for $17,500. The tennis shed renovation was budgeted for a net cost to the village of $20,000, which is $30,000 cost less the $10,000 reimbursement. The Finance Committee recommends going forward with these 2 spending requests and to use the money budgeted in the permanent improvement fund. Effectively submitted, signed by Rob Bartlett, Chairman, Kelly Rankin, and Joe Stelzer.
All right, you've heard the report. I need a motion and a second to accept the report.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
got a second. All right, any discussion on this? I think
Sorry.
we've got the resolutions authorizing the money that we'll be passing here in just a little, or what will be coming up for a vote, just a minute or two. So any other questions on this? No? Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, that's that report. I think that's it on the reports. Moving on to miscellaneous. The only thing in miscellaneous is basically the Outstanding Citizen Award nominations. I know it's a little early to be thinking about that, so on and so forth, but if you want, we can, anyone listening out there, basically, we can have them trickle into the office to Joni. She'll write them down. All right, moving on to resolutions. I think the first one is John, which one are we doing first?
We'll do what's on the sheet first, then we'll do the other 3. So to appoint Tom Gilmore as a member of the Pool Commission for the calendar year of 2021 to fill the unexpired term of Anita Hunt.
Okay, that's the third reading. I need a motion and a second to accept.
So moved.
Moved.
Second.
Oh, I had the second. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Claudia, Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Delzer.
Aye.
All right, that resolution's passed. Second one, Don Keys.
All right, to reappoint Don Keys to the position of Building Department Administrator for calendar years 2021 and 2022, and to set compensation.
All right, that's the second reading. We'll have third reading next time.
Any discussion?
Any discussion? No discussion? All right.
Next
Swimming-
one, resolution to update swimming pool fees.
That's the second reading. Any discussion on those fees? I think Rob's got them, somebody's got them fairly well outlined on the back there.
So I have no discussion on the fees, but when I was reading through it, at the very bottom where there are 2 stars and it says senior memberships are available to those born on or after May 1st, 1956. I take issue
Oh, phew.
with now a senior. So like, it looks like it should be on or before. Otherwise, like everybody I know is a senior membership.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not there yet, so.
Good catch on that one. Call that a scrivener's error. Somebody just make a motion to amend it because of a scrivener's error. That'd be fine.
Okay, I'll make a motion to amend this resolution to change after to before where it says 2 stars.
Right.
I'll second.
Good catch, sir.
All right. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Rankin,
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, so we'll amend that.
All right, next one, resolution to update tennis court fees for the season.
Second reading. Do we have discussion? No discussion? All right, pass that the next time. All right, now we have 3 additional resolutions here, obviously to pass that money for the
Yes.
some games to turn out here. Tony, do you have those?
Yes.
I don't care what order you want to do it in.
All right, next one is to purchase a new police cruiser, necessary equipment and graphics, and to declare an emergency.
Okay, we've had the first reading. I need a motion and a second to suspend the rules for the second and the third reading.
So moved.
I got Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Palazzolo,
Aye.
Ms. Rankin,
Aye.
Stelzer.
Aye.
Second reading,
Second reading, please.
to purchase a new police cruiser, necessary equipment and graphics, and to declare an emergency.
Okay, I mean, obviously it was just covered in the report. I don't think there'd be any questions, but anybody got a question?
No question here.
No questions? All right, maybe we have the third reading.
To purchase a new police cruiser, necessary equipment and graphics, and to declare an emergency.
All right, I need a motion and a second to adopt the resolution.
So moved.
I need a second.
Second.
Okay, got a second. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, I need a motion and a second to evoke the emergency clause.
So moved.
Second by Rob. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, that will pass. Tony?
All right, to purchase 5 new sets of turnout gear using the State of Ohio Purchasing Program, and to declare an emergency.
All right, we've had the first reading. I need a motion and a second to suspend the rules to allow for the second and third reading.
So moved.
Move to second. Somebody got a second? Second, Rob. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, second reading to
Right,
purchase 5 new sets of turnout gear using the State of Ohio Purchasing Program, and to declare an emergency.
All right, again, any discussion, went through it in the report? We all good?
Yep.
Third reading, please.
All right, to purchase 5 new sets of turnout gear using the State of Ohio Purchasing Program and to declare an emergency.
All right, I need a motion and a second to accept the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Second, Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, I need a motion and a second.
I'm sorry, I missed the second.
Who had the second? Do we know?
Me, Maggie.
Maggie did, sorry. All right, I need a motion and a second to evoke the emergency clause. Rob's got the motion, second. Kelly?
Second.
I know, guys, we just have to get through this. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Palazzolo.
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, that will be accepted. That will be passed. Tony, last one.
Perform work for permanent improvements related to the tennis shed and bathrooms and to declare an emergency.
All right. You've heard the first reading. I need a motion and a second to suspend the rules to allow for the second and third reading.
So moved.
Second, please.
Second.
Rob's got the second. Or Avi, did you? Oh, whoever. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer. All right.
Aye.
The second reading, please.
Perform work for permanent improvements related to the tennis shed and bathrooms and to declare an emergency.
Again, discussion. We all good?
Good.
Good. May we have the third reading, please?
To perform work for permanent improvements related to the tennis shed and bathrooms and to declare an emergency.
I need a motion and a second to adopt the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, I need a motion and a second to evoke the emergency clause.
All right, so moved.
Oh, I need Rob had the motion. I need a second, please.
Second.
Second, Kelly. Mr. Bartlett, Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Palazzolo, Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Mr. Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, we've got those. Those are the last minute resolutions that came in. That'll be good. Chief can go ahead and order the car.
Okay, on the ordinances to amend section 51.025A1A of the Marymount Code of Ordinances relative to the Architectural Review Board.
All right, that's the third reading. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
All right, a roll call. Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Palazzolo,
Aye.
Mrs. Rankin,
Aye.
Stelzer.
Aye.
All right, that'll pass.
All right, next one is creating a designated outdoor refreshment area for downtown Marymount and enacting regulations.
Yeah, the door, that'll be great to get that in place. I need a motion and a second.
So
So
moved.
moved. Oh, go get it.
Boom.
Second.
Avi had the second. Who moved?
Meg,
Yeah, it was Meg.
broke my record.
All right, Mr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mrs. Graves,
Aye.
Dr. Lewis,
Aye.
Ms. Palazzolo,
Aye.
Lincoln,
Aye.
Ms. Stelzer.
Aye.
All right.
Woohoo. Hey, can I interrupt really fast? So Tony, I need to give you a call because I think it's you and I who put together the final application and mail it off. So I guess I'll call you later.
All right, sounds good. All right, next ordinance is ordinance to remove chapter 79, schedule 2B, 1 and 2 and C restricting overnight parking.
All right, that's the second reading, third reading next time. Any discussion?
I have a question about that. I mean, we received a letter. Did you guys see that letter?
Yep.
Has anyone reached out to her to address it?
I thought we might talk about tonight. This is something we've revisited in safety before. So I don't know, Bill, how do you want to handle this?
I would think that we will, I'm looking for the letter. I'm not sure.
Didn't we,
It was an email we received.
It was an email
From,
from
wasn't
a
it
resident.
Hey,
Taylor
Kelly,
somewhere?
when we passed this in Public Works, didn't you say you would reach out to those, because we have those two streets we were worried about, right?
Right, the Homewood, we were gonna, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's time to facilitate them having a conversation. So I'll reach out to her.
Right, because she lives on Homewood.
Right.
Yeah. I just thought because we have the whole street review thing, and then also we've dealt with what we can up to this point, I think, in safety. And we kind of decided we can't go farther without the street, right, evaluation.
It's on the back of something.
Okay, I'll reach out to her.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.
All right, next one is to amend Marymount Code of Ordinances, Chapter 79, Schedule 1B1, no parking, Chapter 79, Schedule 2A, limited parking, parallel parking.
All right, second reading. Any comments, discussion?
The only comment I have, I'm just going to beat Rob to it. These are just mainly updates to bring the code book into focus with reality. I think there were just some things where when you read through it, it either didn't exist anymore or it didn't mention something new we had built. So it just addresses bringing what's on paper in the code book along with what exists on the earth so that when people go look it up and need help, it's there.
Okay,
Thank you for clarifying that, Maggie.
Sure.
I think writing on sidewalks is next, Tony.
To amend Marymount Code of Ordinance, Chapter 75.09, writing on sidewalks.
Okay, second reading. Again, I think we're pretty clear on how we work that out.
All right, next one, ordinance to remove section 37.20 through section 37.22 regarding civil defense organization.
Again, second reading, comments.
Just a comment in case anybody's concerned, because I know like people who may be watching or listening, we are not doing away with our civil defense organization, so to speak. We contract for these services. And so this is a moot point. And again, we're just bringing the code book up to reality. So no worries on the civil defense.
Yeah, until it all breaks loose.
Well,
All right.
you know, we're paying our contractor, so.
All right, go ahead, Tony.
All right, to amend Marymount Code of Ordinances, Chapter 95, Parks and Recreation, Municipal Swimming Pool.
Again, second reading. Joe, you got any comments on that one?
Not at this point.
You good?
All right, next one, to amend Marymount Code of Ordinances, Chapter 31, Executive Authority, Village Fiscal Officer.
Okay. Second reading.
All right.
Questions? Everything good?
Once we're done with that one, we'll need to figure out who goes on the audit committee then, you know, because that also is tied to the section of the code book that creates audit committees. So we modified the members of the audit committee.
Yeah, we redefined them.
Yeah, we said it would be all residents. Currently, it's mayor, fiscal officer, finance chair, and resident.
Yeah.
We said, let's just have residents, because we're already getting these things. So let's have objective third party. So we'll need to do that once it's passed.
Okay.
So, hey, Rob, who's owning that one, just so we don't lose it?
I will.
Okay. As long as it's somebody's post-it note.
Got it.
All right, moving on. Ordinance establishing a tree advisory board in the village of Marymount and creating new section 37.06 of the Marymount Code of Ordinances.
Again, second reading comments. I have a comment about that. I had a conversation with Mrs. Whitaker the other day, and they were sort of interested in having a way of identifying themselves. You know, when they walk around the village and they go in people's yards and they're kind of close to the street and so on and so forth, they wanted to have either some kind of a placard that they would wear around their neck. I suggested, and I think this is what we might be doing, that we would design or have some kind of a vest that they would wear, a colored vest. And then also we would have like maybe 5x7 or so cards printed up that they could leave in the mailbox. Well, they can't leave it in the mailboxes, but in the doorway or something to say that, they've been there, they looked at the trees, a way of communicating with the residents and a way for residents to identify them if they would see them out in their yard. Does
That's a great idea.
anybody, yeah. Any
So
comments?
when you say vest, have it say tree advisory board on it somewhere, or just,
No, we could have that printed on it, or, yeah,
okay,
we're trying to hit on what color they would like.
green?
Yeah,
I
okay.
think like that hot yellow is really pretty.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good in
It
that.
looks good on everybody.
Right, it does. It's
Yeah.
my color.
She was very pleased, though. I mean, they've been making some really good progress in terms of, I think they went out to Terrace Park, and they met with somebody out there, and they were showing them how to prune trees, trim trees. Pardon the pun here, but I think this is something that's really taking root, and this is going to be a great thing for this village.
Well, hopefully we can branch out.
Oh my God, you guys.
Yeah, okay.
Just a side note, I think this is the big year for the cicadas.
It is.
Big group.
Oh, God.
Oh, it is.
Mhm.
Wow. Thanks, Tony.
17 years.
So while we're all outside because of COVID and wandering with our drinks, we can listen
Swat.
to potatoes, and hopefully you put a lid on your drink so they don't land in there.
I walk around with a swatter that says Dora on it.
Hey, by the way, Maggie,
Advertiser.
have we hit on the design of that cup?
No, so Chief and I are going to get started on that. I wanted to wait for the third reading. I don't know why, like it wasn't going to go through, but I was waiting for the third reading, and I have my project plan in place with people who are taking these actions, and I'm going to start talking to them tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, great. Sounds great. All right, Tony, I think we have one more.
One more, ordinance amending section 32.13 rules of council, Y, rule 24 of the Marymount Code of Ordinances.
All right, any discussion on that one? No?
Nope.
All right, well, I hate to tell you this, guys, but next week when these all have third readings, it's gonna be arduous to, get through every one of them, so a little patience, okay?
Sure.
All right, any other comments, thoughts? No?
Mm-mm.
Come on, somebody's gotta have something. I can't adjourn.
Don't test fate.
Sure.
Real quick on the finance, to the
Oh,
finance.
here we go.
I sent out my,
Here we go.
does anybody have any questions on that? I'll go ahead and finalize that.
Down.
Wait,
I do not.
what did you say? Tony, can you repeat?
I said I sent out the finance or the annual fiscal officers report to the finance committee, and I just wanted to see if you guys had any questions about it. I'll go ahead and finalize it.
Joe, what do you think?
I'll take another look at it. I'll email you back tonight.
All right,
I'll put it on
thanks.
my list. And then are we going to submit a revised appropriation once we get through the review of that? Should we get through that tonight too?
Yes.
I think the
Well,
only
we
thing is,
already approved it, so I would have to do a supplemental to make all the changes.
well, but it's going to truly be our new budget for 2021. The numbers we talked about. So I think we should do the revised appropriation. Because I think in essence, that becomes our budgeted numbers for the village.
And we did that in 2020 as well. After we finalized the budget, we came back.
Yeah. So Ed, can we just like wipe out the old one and just do a new one, or how do we need to do that?
For the revised appropriations budget?
Yeah,
Ordinance? Well, you got to put it before council.
right, but we already approved the original one.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, all you do on these ordinances appropriating money is just identifying in general terms what you're going to spend on each department, correct? Tony?
yes.
And so what do you want to do now? I'm sorry, I was reading some stuff.
We want to add some.
We went through
appropriations to some
we
line
went through and
items and-
scrubbed the numbers a little bit deeper, and there's some changes on there that the one in particular, the street maintenance, is pretty significant change, $200,000. So
Okay.
it just scrubs the numbers a little bit. And we talked about this at the first meeting, was that that appropriation numbers were a little squishy. So I think this just firms them up, and all council can sign off on our true 2021 budgeted numbers.
All right. Well, yeah, then what you need to do is put forward another revised appropriations ordinance with the new numbers in it and go from there. Can you do that, Tony?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
And I think the only question that was outstanding is whether we're going to recodify this year or not. I think that was the only number that was up for question.
We are planning to.
Okay, so we need to put something in the budget for the recodification because we
Yeah.
I'll add that in, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So my
right.
question to you, Joe, is we had in the finance committee deep dive in the 2021 general budget. Is that, are we done? Are you done? You feel satisfied with that?
I'm satisfied we've done enough at this point that we've got a fairly, solid 2021 budget. Is it something, again, it's going to be all about spending patterns in 2021 now. That whole review process, the departmental review process, was about looking at prior numbers as a tool to try to predict future numbers, being 2021. Now it's going to be about where we actually spend money in 2021
Yeah. So
as we go through.
I'm just heading with this, Joe, is it's in the finance committee. Are we done with the deep dive part? Are we removing it? Do we leave it on there as an ongoing thing? What do you want to do?
I would remove it, and then maybe later in the year we start taking another look to see how we're doing the budget.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Anything else?
Is Joni there?
Yes, of course.
Oh, Joni. Okay. So question. So we need to talk recodification. I was planning to call you today and I ran out of time. So I'm going to call you tomorrow, but can we change the date on there to I don't know, March 1st of 2021? Cause we'll definitely have it well underway by then, I would think. We're obviously off a little. And then also for the email retention, can we put it at sometime in February this year and I'll get it. I don't know what all Eli needs to do still, but as long as she's ready, I'm ready.
Okay, we good?
Good.
All right, we're adjourned 7:15.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
All right. See ya.
Good night.